We'll solve some more numericals on per unit calculations. This is the network given for which you have to draw the reactance diagram, taking into the base as generator 1 quantity as a base quantity that is mentioned here in the generator circuit itself. These are the three generators G1, G2, G3 with three buses, that is 1, 2 and 3 buses, and the transformers and the transmission line, they are joining generator G1, G2 and G3, and the specification are mentioned here. Then the first step of the solving this numerical is that you have to display all the rating of the machine on the network itself. Okay, this is both the transformer, these are T1 and T2 are having the same rating. T2 and this T2 has got the same rating, means they have a similar transformer. These are two similar transformers. That is, one thing you have to remember, that if the ratings are same, which are connected to the same side of the generator or any network of the power system, then if you are calculating per unit for one transformer, that is same as the other one, it will not change. Similarly for here T2, if you are connecting to the generator 2 side, if you are connecting this side or this side, the reactance is remain same, so that you can minimize the calculation part. Then first I will display all the rating of the machine G1, G2 and G3. That is these are the given data. Then it is also called as a old data. Then defining the voltage level of the transformer is very important. Just you look into the choosing of T1, T2 and T3 voltage levels. That is, you see that here it is a 13.8 kilovolts. Then this side you have to take 11 kilovolts. Then this is a transmission line, you have to take 110. Then it is already 110 line is there. Then other side of the transformer, the T2 has got a rating of 115 bar 12.5. Then which side you have to choose toward transmission line? It is a 115, because it has almost matched the voltage level of the other side of the transmission line or the transformer. Then ultimately if you look into here, it is 13.2 kilovolts and here it is 12.5. Okay, similarly here if you look into here, that is this side is 13.2, therefore once again I am choosing here 12.5, here it is 115. Then if you come to the transformer T3, here it is 115, here it is 12.5, means almost it has to meet the specification which side the transformer is connected to, which component, for which component what is the voltage level. It is 11 kV, therefore it should be matched here, that is 12.5. Here it is 13.2, then here it is 12.5, here is also 12.5. Here it is 13.8, then it is 11 kV and 11 kV. He asks you to take the generator 1 rating as a base quantity in the generator circuit, that you can. Then these are the reactances of the transmission line, J50, J25 and J25. Then he is given in the numerical that you have to take the base as the generator rating, that is 50 MVA 13.8 in the generator circuit. This is a base quantity here. Then you have to transfer this base quantity to all parts of the power system, because the voltage level, that is the base voltage, goes on changing for this network. That is, I will specify here. Okay, just you look into here, the base quantity in the transmission line side. The base quantity in the transmission line side is that base quantity in the transmission line side, MVA remains same, therefore it is a 50 MVA. Then Here the base voltage I am written 138. How we are getting 138? 138 we are getting because the base voltage here is 13.8. It has to be transferred through this transformer. That is, voltage level will change because of this transformer. Then what you have to do? You have to take the voltage ratio of this 110 divided by L1. The same thing I have written here. It is 110 divided by 11, 110 divided by 11 multiplied by this base quantity, that is 13.8. Therefore, I am getting 138 kilovolts is the base quantity in transmission line side. Similarly, that you have to find out the base quantity in the J25 ohm circuit, J25 ohm transmission line. In that case, the base MVA remains same, that is 50 MVA. Once again, this 13.8 has to be changed, the voltage will be changed because of this T1. Then what is the ratio here? It is 110 divided by L1. Same thing I written here. It is 110 divided by L1 multiplied by this 13.8. So that what I am getting is 138 kilovolts. Here what I am getting, the base quantity is 138 kilovolts. Okay. Next, the base quantity in the generator circuit, that is G2 circuit. That is base MVA remains same 50 MVA. Then this 138 volts should be transferred to the generator side. 138 of the base in the transmission line should be transferred to the generator side. In that case, what you have to multiply the transformation ratio, that is 12.5 divided by 150 multiplied by 138. That is 12.5, that is the other side of the transformer, that is 12.5 divided by 150 multiplied by 138, that is in the transmission line. So that what I am getting is 15 kilovolts. Means the generator 2, my base quantity is 50 MVA and 15 kilovolts. Then the base quantity in this J25 ohm line, that is base MVA is remains same 50 MVA and base kV what I am getting is 138. Then how to get it? Either you can transfer from here or you can transfer from generator to here. Okay. Now I know the value in the generator side, that is MVA remains same. Then 15 kilowatt should be transferred to the J25 ohm resistor. Then how we are doing? We are doing 115 divided by 12.5 multiplied by 15. 115 divided by 12.5 multiplied by 15, because this voltage has to be transferred to this side. Therefore, it is 115 divided by 12.5 into 15. That is what I am getting is 138 kilovolts. What I am getting in the J25. Then either this base voltage is transferred to generator G3 or this base voltage should be transferred to here. It is one and same. Okay. Just you look into here, the base quantity what I am getting here is 50 MVA 15 kilovolts. How we are getting this 15 kilovolts? You look into the base MVA remains same, therefore I am written 50 MVA. Then calculating the base kilovolts, that this 138 should be transferred to this side. That is 12.5 divided by 150 multiplied by 138. That is 12.5, that is this side, divided by 150, then into 138. Or you can take this side also, it is remains same. What is the here? The voltage level is 12.5. Here it is 150. Once again, it's 12.5 divided by 150. And the base kilovolts is 138. 138. What I am getting is, it is a 15 kilovolts is the base quantity what I am getting in the generator G3. Okay. Now you have to find out it is all the base values and that is the new value and old values are mentioned. Then for each component you have to find out the per unit value new. That is a formula what I am using is, once again, Z per unit new is equal to kV volt by kV new whole square multiplied by MVA new by MVA volt into Z per unit volt. These are the old quantities, these are the new quantity. This old quantity, this is a new quantity, or this is new quantity, whichever side you are referring. Okay. Like that you can calculate for generator G1. These are the old quantity, these are the new quantity. You have to substitute in this equation. Then the old quantities are this, that is 50 MVA 13.8 divided by, new quantities are, that is 50 MVA 13.8. Just you have to substitute, then what I am getting is say 15. Similarly, you go for G2. The G2, the old quantity is this and new quantities are this. Then you can substitute in this same equation. Then you are getting 0.1936. Just you have to observe carefully. Now for G3, once again you calculate the quantities here. Once again you can substitute and you are getting the value as 0.334. Then at the same time you look into for T1, that is this particular transformer T1. Then I am interested in calculating per unit value. Refer to generator side 1, or you can take the transmission line side also. The per unit reactance is remain same whether you can take in transmission line side or generator side. Once again, the old quantities are, it is a 45 MVA. Towards the generator side is 11 kV, that is why I am taken 11 kV, and reactance is 0.1 per unit, 0.1 per unit. New quantity towards generator side is 50 MVA 13.8. That same thing I am substituting here. What I am getting is 0.070596. Similarly, this T1 value remains the same. Then for T2, I am taking refer to the generator side. Therefore, these are the new quantity. Then 12.5 kilowatts is the old quantity and 25 MVA is the new quantity for that. Therefore, the reactance, per unit reactance new, what I am getting is 0.20833. Similarly, you go for T3. The T3 what I am considering here is J25 line side, this side. In that case, you have to take this base quantity, and the voltage old what you have to take is 115. Therefore, if you are doing that, we are getting a reactance value. Just I show you in the reactance diagram. Then you have to go for three different types of transmission line. That is, one is J50, J25 and J25. For that, the actual value is given. Therefore, what you have to do is you have to find out the base impedance of the J50 ohm, J25 ohm, J25 ohm. For this actual value of the reactance, if you are dividing the base quantity, then you are getting per unit value. The same thing here I did here. That is, new quantities are 50 MVA 138. From that, you have to find out the base impedance 380.88 ohm you are getting, and Z per unit what I am getting is 0.1312 is the for J50 ohm. Similarly, for transmission line J25, the base quantity you can observe here, it is 50 MVA 138, 50 MVA 138. It is also 50 MVA 138. Means the base impedance once it is calculated, it is also the same for J25 ohm. Therefore, Z per unit new what I am getting here is, it is a 0.056. This is how you have to calculate the per unit reactance of all the components. Then you have to draw the diagram. Therefore, first you have to draw the three buses, bus number 1, bus number 2 and bus number 3. Then I told you this extreme end of the component in the power system, they will start from the ground, that is G1, G2 and G3. Therefore, first you draw bus number 1, bus number 2 and bus number 3 here. Then there is a ground line I drawn here, Then from the ground you have to connect first the G1. The G1 is represented by its source of voltage and a reactance which is connected to bus number 1. This generator is connected to bus number 1. Then it is a remote end, that is it is started from the ground point here. Then from bus number 1 there are two lines. One is J50 ohm line, the other one is J25 ohm. That we have to start from this bus number 1. Therefore, I am taking first, I am drawing the second generator also here. That is, this is connected to bus number 2 and this is a remote end. It has to be started from the ground point. Therefore, Z2 and its reactance, and it is connected to the bus number 2. And similarly, bus number 3, there is generator Z3 with reactance of 2240. Then you start drawing these reactances from the bus number 1. Bus number 1, there is a transformer T1. It has got reactance of 0.070596. You are already calculated. Then the transmission line, that is J.1312. Then T2, 0.20833 is the new per unit reactance of the transformer T2. Then bus number 2. Then the another line will start from the bus number 1, that is once again it is a T1, has got a same reactance because both have the same rating. Then from that there is a transmission line, that is 0.056. Then from there it is connected to T3, therefore it is having reactance of 0.08680. Then it is connected to bus number 3. Then already this generator was shown here. Then from bus number 3, there is once again T3 having the same reactance. You can see here, that is 0.08680, that is this T3. Then there is this transmission line, it has got same value as this, that is 0.0656. Then after this transmission line, we have got a transformer T2, that is having T2. This is how we have to draw the reactance diagram for the given network by calculating the new per unit values of the reactances of all the components in the power system.